Let's talk dopamine. There are 5 types of dopamine receptors, D1 through D5. When you think dopamine, you probably think motivation and reward. But dopamine is so much more than that. Dopamine plays a role in motivation, memory, pleasure, reward, behavior and cognition, attention, sleep, mood, learning, energy. Dopamine helps to regulate insulin, the inhibition of prolactin production, and the immune system. We also see that as dopamine goes up, so does serotonin, norepinephrine, GABA, endorphins, endocannabinoids, oxytocin. Dopamine also plays an active role in regulating cortisol, the stress hormone. Some signs of altered dopamine neurotransmission: this can be too much or too little, lack of cognitive control. This can look like racing thoughts, problems with attention, problems with impulse control, issues with working memory, mood, motivation, sleep. Some signs of excess dopamine are unnecessary movements, repetitive tics, psychosis, hypersexuality, and nausea. Some signs of insufficient dopamine are increased pain, lack of motivation, fatigue, apathy or an inability to feel pleasure, procrastination, low libido, sleep problems, mood swings, hopelessness, memory loss, an inability to concentrate, and suicidal thought and ideation. They have also found a link to low dopamine in Parkinson's disease, restless leg syndrome, ADHD, and many other conditions. In schizophrenia, we often see low levels of DHEA and excessively high levels of dopamine. Dopamine also plays a role in urine secretion and sodium retention. This is just an overview of dopamine. All of these monoamine neurotransmitters, they're incredibly complicated, and each one causes a cascade effect. As we saw with serotonin, as it went up, dopamine went up. And as we see with dopamine, as it goes up, serotonin goes up. So you got this balance going on with every single one of these neurotransmitters impacting one another. None of these things are cut and dry. A lack of dopamine can look like depression. It can look like a lack of serotonin. We also see in studies that a good percentage of people who have tried antidepressants like SSRIs have found no benefit. In those cases, it could be a dopamine problem. Or as I continue to teach about these neurotransmitters, we might find it's something else as well. So this is just an overview. When it comes to mental health, the same medication is not going to work for everybody. I'm not a doctor, everybody is different, but if you found this video of some value to you, make sure to interact with it in some way, follow, subscribe, and until next time, peace.